Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, is my co-host from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Rebellious D. How you doing today, bro?
Pretty good, man. Ready to rock?
Hey, I'm ready to rock too. And today we are reviewing episode 1 of season 2 of Stargirl. And before we get into today's episode, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast in the description. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
Yes, so let's go ahead and get into it. So episode 1, it is called Summer School, and what it looks like this whole season is going to be is it's going to take place over the course of the summer. And I'm looking at the episode titles now, and they're just called Summer School, and then it's broken down into chapters. Mm-hmm. Now, we did do a season 1 review of Stargirl, which is here on the channel, so go check that out if you haven't watched Stargirl yet, but highly recommended. If you love Superman and Lois, you're going to love Stargirl. Stargirl is the second best superhero show that they have on the CW. Now, before Superman and Lois came out, Stargirl was the best show that they had on CW.
Yeah, it's pretty well put together.
Yeah, but the first season, of course, it originally came out on the DC Universe app, and that's the reason why the show was really polished and it felt different than your typical CW shows. But season 2, now that it's on the CW, it was, shot like the rest of the CW shows, but it still held up pretty well. It still felt like you were watching the same show that you saw on season 1. And I'm really hoping that with season 2 that it will go the distance and it'll be just as good as season 1. It is going to be a total of 13 episodes. I know before me and D recorded, we were trying to figure out if this is going to be like your typical CW shows and have like 30 episodes.
Yeah.
But no, it's just going to have 13, just like season 1. And yeah.
I think that the format really works for Banks. I do like the plot also, to go along with what you're saying. The plot is also going to be a reforming of the Injustice Society.
Yes.
Which is going to be, I like that aspect. I think it's a very good way to take the show and introduce, more characters, if they will.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's crazy because the first season, it was about Courtney trying to reform the Justice Society of America. Yep. And getting all of the misfits. It definitely felt like it was like the Breakfast Club in a way, where it's like you're getting like all of the unpopular kids, the kids that have issues in the school who get bullied, like the outcasts and whatnot.
Yep.
And that was the first season, whereas now in season 2, because Courtney and her friends, they're still not the popular kids, but they're popular amongst each other. Yeah. They have a bond between each other because they are superheroes now that protect the town that they stay in Blue Valley. Yep. But now you have the Injustice Society, who is doing the opposite now of what Courtney was doing in season 1, and now she's going to start forming her own team. Not Courtney, but
yes, the Dragon Lord, his daughter.
Yeah, his daughter from the first season, and her name was hold on, I got it right here. It is dang. What's her name? I got it written down. Hold on. Is it Cameron? Is it Cameron?
I thought Cameron is the brother.
Cindy?
Yes.
There we go. Because they didn't say her name, and it's been a while since we watched this. Yes, Cindy. Yeah. Well, who was Cameron?
Cameron's her little brother, isn't it?
No, Cameron. Cameron is Icicle's son, and he's.
That's why his name's familiar. Yes, he was there as well.
And he appeared in this episode too, and he doesn't know the truth about what happened with his dad and whatnot. Yep. And it was funny because like Courtney, she wants to talk to him, and Yolanda is just like, no, you need to stay away from him because all it's going to take is one slip up. And then, then he's going to be coming after you. Like, just let him keep thinking that his dad died in an accident. But we end up seeing his grandparents, and they're just like, yo, we need to do something about this girl because they killed their son. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It goes back to what you always say. Monsters aren't born, they're created. And Cameron, he's a good kid. But as we saw in season 1, his powers were starting to come to him. And at the end of this episode, we see when Cindy, she pulls a bunch of pictures out and she puts them down on the table, and one of those pictures is Courtney's brother.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, okay, what's going on? What's going on right here? You know what I'm saying?
Makes you wonder, man. I was actually pretty excited to see her trying to. Basically, we're going in the opposite direction of season 1. We're gonna build a new super villain team, and I can't wait to see how this pans out.
Yeah, man. But it was really good. A good start to start off the season, and then plus 2. I mean, like, it's the summer right now. They're in summer school.
Don't forget
like
the big reveal.
It's gonna be 13 episodes, and it's gonna be interesting to see what's going on. You have Tyler, who it looks like he befriended Solomon Grundy, because we saw at the end of the first season he defeated him, but he didn't kill him.
Yep.
And then he take them 3 buckets of chicken to the forest, and he just like, hey, he sets them down and he just goes off on his way. And also too, he has the situation where he passed the test, and like the teacher, she's just like, I know you didn't pass, like you cheated and all this stuff.
Man, what a bum.
Yeah, and like he's just like, I saved all of y'all.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, huh? What are you talking about? You saved us. Like, it's because when you're a superhero, man, you can't tell people who you are.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Also, can't overlook the fact that we get the introduction of this universe's Green Lantern.
Yes, that's true.
And super true. Fun. I really enjoyed it. The fight scene, I thought that was well done. So it's just like we get to tack on a new hero, and then we get, basically the recreation of the Injustice. I think this season is going to do very well and follow up season 1, very good.
And then remember, what else happened? Like, they had to end up canceling their family vacation because Courtney, it's like ever since they defeated the ISA, it's like she wants to protect the town. Like, she keeps on thinking that something's going on because the staff keeps on glowing, but they're just like, no, like, hey, it's like everything's good now. Like, you just need to just relax and chill. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on next week's episode.
For sure.
D, what do you give this episode 1 out of 10?
Give me a 7. I just give it a 7 where this is episode 1, season 2. And I know it's going to build off of this episode. So, I want to hold out reserve. We got a whole season to get through, but I like what I'm seeing, man. Introducing new characters. If I could get a shout out from my man, Vigilante, to go with Shine and Night, bring it on. And Banks, what do you give it?
I give it a 7 out of 10 as well. Okay. It was a really good episode. Good way to start the season off. But I'm looking to see what's going to happen next, especially like that cliffhanger ending when they show Mike on the table. And it's like, I wonder why she put Mike's picture down on the table. Like, what is, like, I mean, because
what's her angle?
You got to remember, he always felt left out.
Yes, he
the
did.
Entire time, because he didn't have any superpowers and whatnot.
Actually, we get it in this episode where he's trying to tell his dad, teach me how to fly the robot, or maybe I can get my own robot.
That's just like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, this paper route ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
But bro, also too, man, talk about a growth spurt. Like, him and Courtney are the same height now. Like, I want to see real quick. Like, so season 1 came out last year, but when did they film it? Because he was small in season 1.
Yeah, he was.
Right now, like, this dude, like, when he was standing next to her, I was like, Jesus Christ. He was definitely eating his vitamins and saying his prayers, like your boy Hulk Hogan would say. But yeah, let us know what you think about this season in the comments. The first episode, at least, what you're looking forward to seeing. Let us know what you give it as a rating. D, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
That's going to be rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Hey, and if the Justice Society of America needs backup, where can they get another hero at, man?
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this video. Make sure you check out some of the other content that we have here on the channel. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.